matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense. Particularly, that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Great to have you with us at Dwight L. Perry Stadium in Bowling Green, Ohio, home to the Bowling Green Falcons. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Kent State Golden Flashes, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Bowling Green Falcons. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Golden Flashes will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. From the gun, running back on the move. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Leaves it with the back. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
3rd down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. Back to pass, it's Carr. Fires to the big fella. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a 3-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollack off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollack cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throwing catch, and he's down at the 5.
We knew this offense wanted to come out here and let it rip through the air. This QB is in a beautiful rhythm early. Nice job with his footwork and his eyes, and he completes a big one there. Get this offense humming.
And the Falcons will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Might be calling a hot route. Back to throw, it's Carr. Knocked away, incomplete, and corners get tight in the red zone.
Really nice job of awareness on 1st down that time by the defender. He sees it thrown, he's able to knock it down for the incompletion.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Geen.
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. On the run, it's great. There he goes. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking for a crease to the left. We'll give him a couple on. Second and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Looking to throw, it's Houp. Fires downfield. Working on the right. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on 3rd down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time and obviously executed well.
The Golden Flashes have this offense rolling. Leaves it with the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And the Golden Flashes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. The Golden Flashes will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Wide open downfield. He's loose on the right. The 30. The 10. And he got away from
flexibility to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Houck. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Carr. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
With the catch, it's Gray. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. To the air on first down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. And if that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Rides to back and leaves it. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After the last run, would you just give it to him again on third down? Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
I like the adjustments from this offense from first possession to second. Like first possession, you could tell maybe a little bit nervous. Maybe just not starting the way they wanted to. Didn't script the plays, but now putting a good drive together. A good response from punting last drive.
Now improvising. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense.
You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Flashes. Big time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Boy, they want to get this back right now, lining up for an onside kick. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Kent State.
Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Running back searching for a hole. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
They'll give it to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Caught near the sticks. It's West. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense, I just can't find any answers.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll run it from the gun. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Snagged in the middle. It's West. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Falcons had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Falcons. And they add 6 more to the board with a trip to the house. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target. They'll make the big play, get the touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And the golden flashes come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking downfield, it's Houck. He's got his man across the middle. At the 45 on his way. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, And they're set up with a 1st and goal.
How about that job after the catch on a critical 3rd down? He's able to make people miss. He's able to use his speed. Ball was thrown out in front of him so he could advance it, and all of a sudden, this offense set up 1st and goal.
The Golden Flashes line it up with a 1st and goal. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up 3rd down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Looking for the goal line. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. To the air, it's Houck. Firing to the right, complete. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Kent State.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, I believe someone calls it the Conference of Champions. Pac-12 action today. Stanford is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jim Plunkett, this might not be over just yet. They're trailing by just 4 to Oregon. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. He uncorks one deep. He's got it down the left side. Hits the afterburners. Touchdown, BG. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Dropping back, it's Houck. Here's a hit. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Scrambling away. The throw. The sure hands. It's Carr. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that third down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not much.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And the golden flashes will snap it on 1st and 10. Quickly out to the tight end. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
Looking downfield, it's Houck. Gonna take a shot. He makes a grab. And he wanted the score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, golden flashes.
But the one thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a 1-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Finds his tight end. At the 40, there he goes. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
I remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone this year.
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And this QB's put up a lot of numbers today and had a lot of success, but man, he makes his first mistake. And this defense, they finally capitalize. They get the big turnover and stop.
Yeah, they needed something to go their way finally against the pass, and they get it right there. Now, if you're this quarterback, you got to turn the page quickly. Obviously, they're not going to stop throwing the football. They've had tons of success with this game tonight so far. He's going to be able to have to bounce back from that interception.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Houck. Makes the grab, it's Gray. Inside the 30. They get him corralled, and not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The golden flashes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Kent State! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Man, that is picture-perfect execution by this offense. That is how you close a half. Chewing up some time, getting in the end zone, a chance to tie this up and feel really good about yourself going into halftime.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Unloads it left. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
And I love this defense being ready at the end of the half, playing the 2-minute situation beautifully, forcing the turnover here now, a chance to break this tie, get some points. Nice execution by this defense late in the first half.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking for a deep man. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. They're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. Give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. Made sure that one fell incomplete.
He lets it fly. Touchdown, Golden Flashes. The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The give out of the gun. Runs through the tackle. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Falcons will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
That's his second sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him, let somebody else beat me, not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
That's caught. It's Harris. Push down for the tackle. And the Golden Flashes want to crank the tempo. To the air. It's Houck. Grab near the marker. It's Harris. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Looking to throw on first down. Working that left side. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
This quarterback has just been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Great job with his decision-making. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
The golden flashes are rolling down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Gray. Got enough space, and he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Kent State. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start. And here's the 3rd interception of the night.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. They'll leave it with him. Turning it on. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Man, I want to be a running back in this offense. When you take that handoff to the right and you see that blocking and all the holes open up, that's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react very well.
Well, when you got that kind of a line, just all that push they're getting on that right side, they just pushed the defensive lineman back, got in the linebacker's laps, and man, oh man, it was brutal up front.
Bringing the heat. Got out of trouble and throws. Touchdown, golden flashes. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you updated on a fascinating battle going down in the Pac-12. Colorado is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things at Folsom Field. Trust me when I tell you that. Guess what I'm saying is a comeback could be in the cards. They're trailing by just 4 to UCLA. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it. Back to you guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Falcons with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Leaves it with the running back. Plows through the defense. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Grab near the marker is Clay. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. And the Falcons come to the line with a new set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Carr. Quick completion on the out.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
The Falcons in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Finding an escape route. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Finds his man. It's Adams. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Every single week, defenses know who's going to get the ball thrown to them, but they can't stop him. With that last catch, he now has over 1,000 yards receiving on the air.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him, they have been gang tackling him, and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Going deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And we're not used to seeing this from this offense. This offense usually clips at a really high level on 3rd down. They execute well. Tip your cap to the defense. They won that battle.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31.
Really nice job by the offense. Hey, man, trust your guys, right? We got all these analytics on 4th down, say to go for it. They trust their quarterback. He gets it done with the completion and gets the big first down.
To the air, it's Carr. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Wants to keep it in the air. That's caught. It's Adams. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open, couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
Well, not much the defense could do there. The defensive end crashed down thinking the running back had it, but nice job of the ball handling there by the QB.
Just trying to avoid negative plays, continue to put stress on the defense. That's what he does there.
And that's a play this guy can run in his sleep, too. They rep this over and over and over. It's like clockwork for this guy.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Here's the pressure. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on 3rd down brings us to 4th.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on 3rd down, forcing the 4th down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. Here's the handoff. He's loose at the 15. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him one.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
To throw, it's Houck. Extending the play. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
I like the execution by this defense. Nice job, situational football, right? Like understanding where the sticks are. You probably know they're going to pass the football on this down. Great job breaking on the football when the quarterback throws it and forcing the incompletion.
Just needs a crack to get a return. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Looking downfield on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
That's the end of the period, and Kent State is out front. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. To the air, it's Carr. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He's moving out of the pocket. The short hands, it's Clay. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the 4th quarter. 1st down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
Touchdown, Kent State! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
That is such a nice job by the receiver there in that trick play, acting like he's going to block and then getting downfield. He was wide open, thinking to himself, just don't drop this, just don't drop this. All he had to do was catch it and run it into the end zone.
Well, and I think people underestimate the timing of a flea flicker, right? When you got to hand the football off, get the toss back, and the quarterback now be in sync with the receiver, and he catches it, you're right, and then gets into the end zone like he's supposed to for the big-time play.
Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rain. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. And the Falcons want to move quickly. Back to throw, it's Carr. They'll run the screen. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And now he's in the 400 club, 400. That's a pretty good day at the office when you're putting up over 400 yards. This defense hadn't had a lot of answers.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
He wants to throw it again. Unleashes to the end zone. And they will score. Touchdown, Bowling Green.
Nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling, and you're down by 1,000. But I like that they continue to fight.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, take a gander at what's happening in this interesting battle in the Pac-12. Colorado is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things at Folsom Field. Trust me when I tell you that. Guess what I'm saying is a comeback could be in the cards. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to UCLA. If anything changes in this pivotal Pac-12 matchup, guys, you know we're here to bring it to you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Hout. Lobs it off the back foot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. You got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you take that shot, and you stop the clock. That's a long shot, but you're letting teams hang around.
And I prefer to win.
Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Golden Flashes. Once he got some room, it was over. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major. Gonna let it fly. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Looking for more room. Made a defender miss. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Throws to the tight end. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? Touchdown, Kent State! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No.
There he goes. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. The Falcons want to pick up the tempo.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ballgame.
He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back. And that is a punch right in the gut to make a play like that and have a penalty wipe it out. Looking for a productive play on first down. Motion from the back. Looking to pass. It's Carr. Got a man. It's Clay. Crosses the 30. He's got away. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down.
Awesome body control and great job, too, knowing where he is on the field to make sure he got his feet down in bounds. At this point, this guy's been open all over the field, and if I'm the QB, man, I keep throwing him the ball.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. A first down run on the doorstep. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. They've moved it right to the precipice of a score, and they need 1 more yard. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. They still do count it for 6. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And the Golden Flashes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. On the move at the 30. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Creates a little room. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
The Golden Flashes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Big fella moving. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Bowling Green, 42.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Throws for the tight end. Got his man to the left. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Might be changing the route. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Clay. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Give to the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Finds a man on the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism, everything has been on display.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Dropping back, it's Carr. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
This late in the game in the fourth quarter, they're in 4-down mode every single drive in possession, trailing by as much as they are. So down here in the red zone, you throw an incompletion, no brainer. They're going to be throwing it again. Can the defense step up here and make a play?
And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain climb.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
This offense has it with really good field position. It's a flea flicker. Here comes the heat. Pocket breaking down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the golden flashes, trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They're still firing away even with this lead. They get to him as he throws. Ball's incomplete, and that'll do it from here. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.